Hey guys, JH, welcome to Practice T. Weather report, windy as usual. Okay guys, carrying on from yesterday's video where we have gone from rolling under to get to here to rolling open to get to here. And I noticed yesterday you couldn't see the top of the club because I had the camera in the wrong plane. So guys, when we get to the top of the swing, instead of being here with the club face down, we can be there but with the club face what we think is open, because we're rolling it this way to get it there rather than rolling it that way to get it there. Now that's a more natural action for us. Most of us roll the club open anyway. I've always done that. Very much a Hogan devotee in that, you know, roll it open. Now guys, something that's really important. This is a very difficult golf swing. Now how do we get the golf club up there when we're normally used to doing this? Watch this trail arm. We're used to doing that with our trail arm. We've got to get that trail arm up here. Got to get that elbow flying, the Jonathan Livingston seagull. We have to get this flying. How do we do that? How do we get that trail arm up there? Hard for me because I've always, you know, super glued my trail arm to my body like Hogan and Mac O'Grady. I've always done that. So for me to get out here like Jack and Freddie Couples and Jimmy Bruen and Miller Barber, it's tough. So how do we get there? Okay guys, now this is something that I found just by accident. In order to get the club up to the top here, we can have the feeling that we've got to get it up there. And in doing so, we can, as we're going up, this is going up. You don't want to do that. You want to feel like, it's a bit draconian, a bit drastic, but feel like there's a noose around your neck and it's tied to a peg in the ground. And that noose, that rope is actually quite tight. Now, if I did that on the backswing, I'd choke myself. What we have to do is not choke ourselves. We have to keep our head, whatever that position is there on the backswing, it's got to stay there. And what I call that is ground connecting. We've got to feel like the chin is connected to the ground. It doesn't go up, not one iota in terms of a feel. It just doesn't go up. Guys, it's so easy to do that. Now, that will posturally change a lot of things. If we're here at address and we're in this nice posture, got this nice, you know, arching of the body, the reverse C here. If we go up, even if we get a little bit, we lose that shape. We've got to maintain that shape here. So what I felt yesterday, and after I finished and my buddy turned up, was hitting some shots, it was very windy, I actually felt that my head was going down in the backswing, but that wasn't happening. Because my buddy said, no, it's not going down, it's perfectly still. But because I've been letting it rise up, it felt like it was going down because it was just staying in place. Quite remarkable, and the quality of the hit, guys, was just fantastic. Just fantastic. So what am I saying? Feel like we've got that noose around our neck. This is a little bit drastic. This is JH Practice T drastic procedures. But we don't want to do this. We don't want to even do a little bit because that body's going to change. We want to here. Now in going up, how do I get the club to the top? We're rolling that lead arm and it feels like it's going up. But in conjunction with that lead arm rolling and going up, I promise you guys, you've got to give assistance from this trail hand. This trail hand has basically got to drag the club to the top. It's got to actually pull it to the top. Now, in doing that, you don't want to drag yourself up there as well. It's very much this feeling, I'm going to pull it up with it, but I don't want to pull it up like that. And you can feel that happening if you do that, if you incorporate that drag up. So we've got to feel like we're really anchored, head here. That's what I want to feel. It's amazing. You get a lot of tension in your thighs and your buttocks and your midriff. Now, it's good for me because I'm really strong in the midriff and the abs. So it should be good for me. It should be a great benefit for me. But I've never felt, frankly, I've never felt any tension in those abs in the backswing because I've been releasing the pressure. Okay. There's no pressure there, but when I keep that pressure there, oh, there's a lot there. Now for you guys that don't do ab work, it might be a little tough. But again, just do everything in increments. Don't go nuts and try and do it really hard straight away. Just try and have a look at yourself in the mirror. And if you're moving this head up here a little bit, but it will happen, guys. What we're trying to do is we're trying to take it up with that trail hand. I'm trying to really stretch that arm up here. This is what I want to feel. I want to feel that. I don't get that, but I want to feel that. I will get that down the track, not at the moment. Guys, I'm having to get rid of this super glued feeling that I've had, 5 million reps of over the years. And I'll probably hit 5 million shots. I think Mo said he hit 7 million. He hit a lot more than me. I never started, I was 34, but I reckon I've hit 5 million. My record was 1,580 in one day when I owned my driving range. 1,580 in one day. It's a few balls. Started at 7 o'clock in the morning. Was still hitting balls at 6:30 in the afternoon. We used to have jumbo buckets that had 150 balls in them. And there were 10 empty jumbo buckets there. The guys kept bringing them out and I was just stacking them up. And there was still 80, we took 80 out of a bucket as well, so it was 1,580. That's when I was fit, guys. That was like 2002. So, here we go. So I'm pulling it up here. So what does it feel? It feels like I'm going down. Feels, because I'm pulling it up and now really concentrating on this not going up, it feels like I'm going down because I'm pulling this away from it. A lot of tension in that swing. Now we don't see any tension in Jimmy's swing, do we? Because Jimmy releases the left side, the lead side. Jimmy does this. So there's no tension in his golf swing at all. Now if I release my left side, guys, I almost fall over. Down the track I might, but it's difficult for me. So the main basis of today's video is that we want to keep that head down, feel like we're anchored to the ground with the chin, because we want to stay in the shape here. We want to stay in the shape. And going back, how do we get the club up there? We're going to roll it up with the lead hand, but we're going to pull it up with the trail hand. I'm going to do this. There. If you had a dagger, a sword in the sheath here, guys, and you had it in your trail hand, pull it out of the sheath. Here, that's the feeling you want. In conjunction with that, we're going to pull it out. Just little mental images. Really strong left to right headwind today, guys. Picked the wrong club up, guys, only 6 iron. What I'll do is I'll get the 5. I always hit the 5 iron. Just hang about. I always hit the 5 iron, geez. 7 iron is a really easy club to hit, isn't it? Okay, now what I'm also trying to do, guys, is I'm trying to get more dwell. And dwell is having as much time at the top of the swing. We're dwelling there as much as we can. Ultimately, I want to get this. Because when I get here, I can get that backload. Get that little Zorro effect. Really strong left to right wind here. Now guys, when I went home I had a look at that video yesterday. It's so disappointing to hear the impact sound on the video. You just can't hear it. When I was hitting the shots were fantastic. They were just really, really high quality impact shots, but you can't hear it on these. It's just got a windsock on it, and it just mutes the sound. Mutes the actual purity of the sound. Not that I'm a pure striker, but they were good strikes. They were really good. So okay, so what are we doing, Jay? I'm going to pull it up here, try and dwell. This would be ultimate for me. And then go. Can't do that, but that'd be nice to do. Well, I can't do it now, but I may be able to do it. And guys, the ball position is where it is at the moment. I'm not trying to get it in the channel lock position because I've got all these other things to work on at the moment. So I'm going to do it in stages. I'll ultimately end up trail foot because that's a place for me to play it from, because my shoulders will always be closed and I'll always start the ball in a direction. Again, something else with this rolling it open at the top of the swing, or rolling the face open as opposed to shutting it down, guys, the ball ain't never going over here, ever. I never hit one shot. Well, I don't hit it over there anyway, but the ball can't go left. It's always square to slightly open. So you hit this beautiful shot, which is basically dead straight and it just peels off to the right most times, or you get a little soft draw. It's an open face into out draw shot. So there's got to be, there's got to be some form of closing the blade down, but it doesn't feel like that. But it's not enough blade closure to hit the ball over there. Okay, come on, Jay. So the head stays there, a little bit of dwell. Guys, first shot of the day. It's still up, 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 still up. And that was a very tight game being in the gym today. Guys, I'm in the gym every day. It's usually at least 6 days a week. Last week it was 7 days because it rained on Sunday and I couldn't get out and hit some balls, and it was Father's Day anyway, so I was going to do some stuff, but it was rained and I couldn't go to the function that I was going to, so I actually went to the gym in the morning. So I've basically, today being 7, 8, this is 9th day in a row that I've been in the gym. So I'm pretty tight. Okay, here we go. Come on, head there guys and just pull it up. Wow! Oh my heavens above. Oh, wow. That's just a slap trap. That's really trapping the ball. That just feels like that. I never get that look, ever, because I'm always here. I never try and get my arms going down the line. I was trying to feel them just on my body here. What I like to feel in the swing is actually that. Reverse chicken wing, I try and do that, but that's just me. But that was a perfect goal shot. Come on, a little bit of dwell, JH. Roll it open, pick it up, keep that head there. That's such a pretty flight. That's how Nicholas used to hit it, in shape. Everybody thought Jack hit a fade. Everyone said, oh yeah, Jack hit it left to right. Jack's fade was dead straight, just did that. Just dead straight. Trevino's was like, Fred Couples, dead straight, just falls off. Tiger Woods, dead straight, just falls off. It doesn't do this. A fade is a dead straight shot, rifle, and just falls off to the right. A draw is dead straight and just falls off to the left. If you do that, you're hooking the ball. If you get that flight, that's a hook. And then it starts right at the target, comes back to hook. A draw is dead straight and just rifles over. Fade is dead straight, rifles over. So you stand behind good strikers that hit the fade, the ball looks like it goes dead straight. So if you're actually moving it like that, guys, you're actually cutting it. You're not fading it at all. That's really strong left to right wind, and that ball is holding its line. Come on, hold it there, Jay. Keep the head down. Pick it up with that trail hand. It's exactly the same flight as the other ball, and that's landed within 3 yards of that other ball. Lands in the same place. Now you get a variation, of course, in distance and flight with range balls, because most range balls are rejects, and that's how they become range balls. Well, not really. A lot of overruns get painted up as range balls, but most of them are not high quality golf balls, and they've got a lot of paint in the dimples, so they fly a little bit differently. And not that I've got a golf swing that is so precise that it hits the same speed or you know, mechanics every time anyway. I mean, I know that. But they're beautiful shots. Down here we've got fence posts about 12 feet apart, and they start in the corner and they go out, and I pick whatever fence post I'm going to aim at, and I can normally hit it within the 2 fence posts, which is 24 feet. And you'll be able to with an iron, guys. Okay, we'll get it. Occasionally we might hit one to the 3rd post or something, but you're still going to hit the green with that. Come on, just pick it up, Jay. A little bit of dwell. Now if I can get more dwell and more pickup with that trail hand, and it's hard for me to get any height at the moment because I'm really tight in the shoulders, but if I could just get practice swing, if I can get it here, be great. Come on, a little bit of dwell, Jay. Come on. It don't get any better than that, guys. It just doesn't get better than that. And you probably heard this before, but if I could hit all the shots for the rest of my life like that, I wouldn't be doing anything else. I'd be trying to wrap this golf swing up in a golden band and keep it forever, because that's a perfect golf shot. I don't think no matter what I do, I can't hit a better shot than that. It's just a perfect golf shot. Okay, I'm not getting that look yet, but there's a lot going on in there compared to my normal golf swing. I feel width, I feel height, and if I can get just a variation of Jimmy's swing, which is all I'm going to ever get anyway, I'll never get his look because I'm not built like him. Keep that head there, Jade, and pull that trail arm up. See how my trail arm's over my lead arm? That's what I want. I'm going to roll it there like that. That's what I want to feel. Look at this arm. Don't get that in the actual swing because the cross-programming of the 5 million repetitions of a normal locked-in golf swing overrides that. But I will get it. Come on, Chase. Keep that head down. Perfect shot, but just not enough dwell. Got to stay up the top. I was thinking about the head down and forgot to dwell at the top. Good shot. Come on, dwell. That's the one. Wow. Look at that. Look at that go. Whew, where's that going? I just get so much carry, guys, now. I've always been a sort of a medium trajectory. This is super high trajectory. And the carry is huge. Even into that wind, it doesn't matter. It doesn't seem to affect it. I remember Nicholas. Nicholas never knocked the ball down. He never did. He hit it high all the time. And I asked him, in 1986, I asked him, I said, Jack, you're not, someone told me you never hit the ball down. He said, no, I don't. I never hit it down. I just hit it up. He said, that's my swing. He said, it's an upswing. Even when he played in the British Open, was when he still hit the ball up. He could hit it down, but he basically could hit it so pure. He didn't try and hit it down. He said there are occasions. He said, yeah, occasions when it's, it's hurricane type wind, really strong. He said you try and knock something down. He said, but most of the time I just try and hit it up through the wind. Come on, Jay. Come on, bit of dwell. Wow. Wow. It's just the strike is so good, guys. You're talking about, I'm no tour player, I'm no great ball striker, but the strike is fantastic for me. I think anybody'd be happy with that. If people that didn't know it was me, and there was a board here, and there was people were viewing, and they saw that ball coming out, they'd say, that guy is hitting the ball really well. And I'm hitting it as well as I can. I never purport to be anything that I'm of high quality, guys. I just do what I can do. But I have the periods where I can hit it pretty good. For me. Come on, head down there, Jace. Get a little bit of dwell. That's the best shot. That is just so good. Oh. Oh. So much fun, guys. What did Lee Trevino say? When you're hitting the ball good on the practice fairway, it's the most fun you can have with your pants still on. Shouldn't have said that. Here we go. Come on, Jason. Keep that head down. A little bit of dwell. I can't believe how high I'm hitting the golf ball. And because I'm hitting it high, there's no... It's very hard to hit a high ball and have a lot of movement on it. You really never do that. Usually low rent flights get a lot of movement on it. But when you hit the ball high, even conventionally, I used to teach people to try and hit the ball, hit up on the golf ball, even with a conventional golf swing. And people say, why would you want me to do that, Joe? I say, because when you're hitting up, invariably you won't hit the ball with any lot of movement, right to left or left to right. You'll just basically hit it straight and high. And that's why Nicholas was so good. That's just a perfect golf shot for me. Come on. A little bit of dwell, keep that head down. Just not enough dwell. Everything else was there. The dwell is the period at the top, guys. You just get so much download and backload when you, and there's no dwell on that in real terms, but that felt fantastic. Come on. Really do a good job. Keep that head there. Guys, it just stays up there. It's almost like it's motionless in the air. It just stays there. It's the most amazing thing. I just don't get that flight. I've always hit it, medium trajectory, flat and piercing. But this is piercing but high. Come on. A lot of dwell, head down. Can't believe how high that is. As I say, guys, you'll never hit the ball to the left ever. If I wanted to hit it to the left, I'd really shut the blade down. And I'd hit sort of maybe a pull rather than anything else. Or just a face pull, not a path pull, just a face pull. Come on. This is a fantastic place to hit golf balls here. This is right up the top of the range, away from everybody. Nobody ever comes up here. I'm the only person who comes up here. And it's just a beautiful piece of land. And you're just looking out there, you see the ball come down. It's just great. Because I can't do the videos down there, guys. People come up and want to talk to me. It's nice, but I just can't do the videos. Okay, come on. Really get it up there, Joe. Come on. Um, 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 um. Guys, let's... it's early days to be doing this, but I just hit a couple of drivers down there. This is my my 41-inch driver, 41.5. Get that head there, Jay. I could tell you anything, couldn't I? That was robot flight. Ball didn't move an inch. Just crazy stuff. So I said yesterday that lead hand looks strong, but it's not. It's only because it's cupped. Gee, they're good shots. For me. They're great shots for me. 41.5-inch driver. Same shaft that Mickelson's used to his whole life. Well, since they came out to Diamana. Silver. Come on, Chase, come on. Keep that head there. Oh, gee, that's a good shot. Wow. Wow, guys. Is it easier to do with the longer club? Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. Now, there's an out of bounds fence only about 10 yards there, left to right wind. I'm hitting it at the fourth post in. They're 12 feet apart, and it's just going straight between the fourth and the third post, 12 feet apart. It's just going there. It doesn't look like going over there, even with the left to right wind. Last shot. Come on. Keep that head there. It's just such a good feeling. But with the driver, you've got to dwell. You really must dwell. Come on. Keep that head there. Wow. And the hit is clearly very level because the ball's not coming out. The ball's not coming out. The tee's not coming out of the ground. Just waiting for my buddy, that's why I'm looking down there, guys. Okay, last shot, come on. Make this the best one, Chase, come on. Keep that head down. Oh. Now, honestly, I aimed between the third and the fourth post there, guys, and it went between the third and the fourth post, 12 feet wide. I usually give myself 24 feet. Sometimes I give myself 36 feet, which is 3 posts, but I aimed between those. I didn't think I'd hit. It's gone straight between those 2 posts. Guys, I'll hit one this way just to show you what it looks like from this angle. Now it's daunting doing that because the camera's right there, and I'll see if I can put a bit of dwell on this. I'll aim a little bit further left. Come on. Okay guys, there's a lot happening, and I'll start to formalise what we should be doing, but this is just part of my practice. I'm trying to get this embedded. Guys, wedge. I mean, you would never think that you would go for that type of extension with a wedge shot. But say we're going to hit a full wedge. It's the same golf swing. Here, exactly the same. Keep that chin down. Now if you can hit a wedge that has, I mean, doesn't deviate a foot, it just doesn't deviate, it goes dead straight. Amazingly straight. Come on, keep that head down, James. Now that's going to land on top of the other golf ball. It's a yard from the other ball. Cross my heart, guys. Boy Scout, that ball is 1 yard from the other golf ball. 1 yard. It looks like 1. It might be 2 yards from here, but it looks like 1. Dead into the wind. It's the same golf swing. Don't change anything. Don't need to hit anymore. Okay guys, this is the story. There'll be some really formal methodology explanations going forward, but all I'm trying to do essentially is this. Trying to keep that chin down here, welded to the ground. Trying to take the club up with the trail hand, but roll it here. I'm pushing it up with the lead hand, but pulling it up with the trail hand. But I don't want to pull my head up at the same time. I want to get up there and I want to have a bit of dwell. And then because I've had that dwell, I'll just turn this way and the club will backplane. That's the whole idea. The little bit of dwell and the start from the dwell. And the dwell is basically just pausing as much as you can. Once you get there, and then the more dwell you can have, the more backplane you'll get. Now, as soon as you get backplane, guys, you ain't never coming over the shot. Just ain't going to happen. Okay, guys, there's really good stuff there. Just too much cloud today to show you anything. But in the coming days, I'll show you some flight down range and we'll see some really good stuff. But this is a variation of Jimmy. This is not Jimmy per se. This is the JH version of the Bruen lock golf swing. And I haven't got the ball back yet, guys, because I'm working on a couple of things. I've got to train my body and my brain, but we'll get there. But those shots are fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. No miss hits, and it's always perfect. I mean, the impact is just sensational. Okay, guys, we'll do some more in the next couple of days. Very, very exciting times. Very exciting.